Hi, Jade here from Lumos Collective, and I am so excited to be diving in and giving some Capricorn full moon readings. We are going to be doing this by sign, and just to keep it easy, we're going to start with Aries as they are the first and move through that way. So I'm super excited to read for you all. Go ahead and give this a thumbs up if you are checking it out. And if you're not already, be sure to subscribe. Just giving everything a quick cleanse. And let's see what whoa, that was fast. What Aries needs to hear for this upcoming full moon that we have Sunday. Ooh, okay. So lots of things are happening for our Aries here. We have the Death card. So we are definitely symbolizing the closing of chapters that is really opening us up to transformation. And this is a really powerful card that can sometimes feel a little difficult to process because we are having to let go of things. We are having to say goodbye to old versions of ourselves and really step in to this new energy. So don't be fearful of this new energy. Don't be fearful of these changes because it is for your ultimate good. Even though it can feel a little bit stressful at times, know that this is all happening for you and for the best of you. So do not fear this new time of transition. If you're having trouble navigating it, you can grab some rose quartz. That'll be super supportive right now. And if you're ready to just dive in and fully jump into this transformation, Moldavite will be excellent to help you navigate those changes with speed. We also have the Fool card. So, in addition to these transformations, you're also going to be experiencing some new chapters, some new beginnings, and some fresh starts. And our inner child often comes up with this card because it's asking us to really approach things with a new and fresh perspective that maybe really connects us with our inner childlike wonder and approaching things like it's the first time we've ever experienced them. It's also this time of adventure and of movement. So definitely be available for new opportunities to come your way. And rose quartz is another great one to keep with you when we have that full card. Now, super interesting because the rest of your cards here for this reading are the Four of Cups. So, lots of abundance coming your way. And also, it's very in line with this Cancer season energy of feeling our emotions. So the first is this Four of Cups, and this is a time where we might be fueled with a little bit of doubt. We're feeling a little bit of stress and just really trying to get a hold of our emotions and what's happening with them. You know, for you Aries out there, this can be a really important time to do a release ritual with this full moon to let go of anything that is just weighing you down and making you feel not in your best version of yourself and leaving you really stressed. This is also a sign that you might be overlooking something or not turning to people around you that want to help you, that want to benefit you. You have a really great support system around you, and it's going to be so important that you really lean upon them and be open to leaning upon them. It's also, we've got that echo of releasing things with the Eight of Cups. It's going to be so important to do some releasing here, some moving on, and really some healing is going to be really important. You are ready for some new unmarked territory and to dive into something new. But to do that, we have to really let go of the past and work on some healing. And speaking of healing, if you haven't done it already, my dear friend Kylie and I are offering a free workshop on Monday, the day after the full moon, that is all about self-healing and energy healing and Reiki. I'll make sure to leave a link down below this video. Register, we'd love to have you. And even if you can't join us live, you will be able to get the replay so you can check it out on your own time. So if you're an Aries and you're really being called to this healing chapter, you definitely want to register for that workshop because it's going to help you with that healing and help you feel more connected to that. And then the last card that jumped out for our Aries is another reminder of our healing. We've got the Queen of Cups here. It's also a powerful time to connect with our intuition, our inner mystic, and just really knowing that we can connect with ourselves, and how important it is to explore self-care practices. It's going to be so important as you're moving on this journey to do that. So if you're an Aries and that resonated, even if it didn't, let me know. I want to hear down below for you. All right, we've got our Taurus sign up next. I'm a Taurus. I'm excited to see what comes out. We're just letting the cards figure out what they want to share right now. Ooh, a little heavier for our Taurus friends, and even no major arcana. So it's so funny how all the signs get impacted differently with these full moons and just the messages that we need to hear, right? Like I'm always, okay. Sorry, the pups are in here sleeping. And I guess they just had a little bit of something to say. Okay, so let's see. First up, we have for Taurus, Two of Swords. So this is a time where maybe you're feeling some self-doubt. Maybe you're feeling a little bit insecure. And maybe it's also a time to find some balance between opposing energies in your life. When this card shows up, maybe you're experiencing some difficulty and you're just feeling a little bit like you don't know what to do. But let this card remind you that you can tackle situations head on. And that, generally that's the best way to do things to see a change. If there's something that you've been avoiding, it's really time to do it, tackle it. Make these big changes and really summon the courage to trust yourself. And once you do, your path is going to become clear and you're going to be able to soar to new heights that you weren't able to do before. We also have the Page of Swords here, and this is all about perception and discernment. And so it's a really powerful time to absorb information around you, take it all in, but then figure out what you're going to do with this information. It's time to have a frank and honest conversation with yourself about your situation, about how things are going, and what you need to do to really turn it around. This can also be a time to really make a concrete decision on something you have felt like it's long overdue. Like now is the time. Like if you've been in that hangman pattern of just waiting, let this be your sign that now you should be open to making a decision. And the last card for our Taurus people is this 10 of Wands. And this is our sense of often feeling overburdened by our responsibilities. And maybe we're feeling a little overworked and out of balance. So it can feel like a very heavy card because we're just carrying a lot right now. This can also be the sign of an emotional attachment that we are harboring that we really need to let go of. And it can be a really important time for some self-acceptance here and really taking time to look at our goals and what we're trying to do. And once we've gotten really clear on that, it of course becomes so much easier to manifest what we want because we have clarity around what we are actually trying to do. So let me know, Taurus people, if that resonated for you. I know it did for me. So I'm excited to see if it did for you. So next up, we have our Gemini. We've already got some cards flying for them. Ooh, Gemini. And I know everybody's not getting the same amount of cards. We're letting the cards do what they want today and not pulling a specific number. If you are wanting a more in-depth reading to see what is happening for you with this full moon, I will leave a link to book in a special moon tarot reading so we can dive into this a little bit deeper. And so, Gemini, we've got the Tower moment, right? Do not fear the Tower. I know it can feel really daunting when the Tower comes up, because often when it happens, people are feeling like their life is in a bit of chaos. Everything is changing around them. It feels like they don't have a lot of control, and it can just feel stressful because it's almost like everything keeps going wrong at every turn, even though it's more so just really trying to release the things that we have to let go of. It's a powerful time of transformation, and you kind of just have to ride through this to really see what lessons you're trying to learn, what you need to let go of, and where you need to go from here. This can be a powerful time too, just like I was sharing for Aries, to do that release ritual and let go of things. Also, a great time for a Reiki session. We can always do a cord cutting to help remove anything that is just kind of lingering and making your energy feel very like, because nobody wants to stay in that. But don't worry, there are positive things on the other side, because we also have the Ace of Cups. This Tower moment is really going to fuel an awakening and really fill up your heart consciousness. You're going to be able to see just this beautiful path filled with love, and knowing that there is a really beautiful and blissful new phase, a new beginning that is starting for you, that's going to have some really powerful activations. But the first step is really getting through this Tower moment, which I know isn't always very fun, but it is going to be a powerful one for you. Really connect with your intuition at this time and see what is being whispered to you. Let me know, Gemini, how that resonated for you, and let's see what we have going on for our Cancer friends. It has been Cancer season for a minute, and I know it has had everyone feeling a wee bit emotional. So let's see what is going on for our dear Cancer friends and what's showing up. So first up, we have the Eight of Swords, and this is a time where we're often being clouded by our perceptions. So what's the thing about perceptions? They're not factual, right? It's just how we are perceiving a situation. It's what we think the situation is, or what we think the person is saying. And it doesn't make it true. This is also a time where it can be really important to look at your self-limiting beliefs and see how this fear-based thinking is keeping you stuck in a holding pattern. Know that if you're feeling impacted by external things, say people, just the current state of affairs, all of that good stuff, it can be an important time to expand your awareness and see what choices are available to you, so you do not feel so stuck and so out of control. And just knowing that you can have some other options can be really powerful. There's always more than one option available to you. You just have to be ready to look for it and willing to look for it. Sometimes it can be really hard when we're just feeling stuck and out of control, but really explore your options and see that there are multiple options. You just have to figure out what you want to do and how you want to get there. We also have for you the King of Cups, and this is a really important time to be connecting with your intuition, with your psychic abilities, and really knowing that you have so much to offer people. It's a powerful time to really connect into your creative outlets, as it can be bringing forth new ideas and new things that maybe you hadn't considered before, but would really be beneficial to help you move through kind of this disillusionment that you're feeling. It's just taking some time, getting creative, and knowing that these things are temporary. They're not forever, and you don't have to feel stuck by anything like that. So let me know how that resonates for you, our Cancer signs. And next up, we are going to be looking at Leo. So let's see what's going on for Leo. Of course, a million cards are trying to come out for Leo because it is Leo. They want all the things being made known to them. Oh my gosh, Leo, you pulled so many cards for yourself. Okay, first up, Leo, we've got a lot of change coming here. Know that it's a really powerful time. You have to be ready and willing to do this change, though, right? It's like a Reiki session. You have to be ready and willing to let these things go and let this healing happen. Oh no, my necklace popped off. That's not good. Sorry. You have to be ready and willing to make these changes. But it's also a powerful reminder that we're never going through things alone. We're never going through life alone. And so really thanking those that are on this journey with you can be really powerful at this time. Because they are there with you. They are helping pull that chariot and helping you get where you need to go. This movement is going to be really big. It's going to be kickstarting some transition for you. So be open to it and ready for it. We also have some conflict happening here for you, Six of Swords. This is a time, like I was just saying, of transition and change, and that's being echoed here in this Six of Swords. Know that any upcoming events can open new doorways, whether it's travel, whether it's meetings, whether it's just hanging out with somebody. It can open up some new things. But uncharted territory can always feel a little bit scary, right? We aren't sure what to expect. We aren't sure what's going to happen. And so it's really important to know that it's okay to do things that make us uncomfortable sometimes. And that we don't know what will happen when we let ourselves go into these situations with an open mind. We also have a little bit of a heavy card here, the Seven of Swords, and this is really the sabotage card. Whether you are self-sabotaging by not allowing yourself to go and try these new things, or you have someone that's maybe just not got your best intentions in mind. Really important to pay attention to those things, see what is at the root of it, what is causing this, and just be really mindful of who you are sharing information with at the time. Even yourself, like don't do the thing where you are not letting yourself live up to your potential. It's not all bad here though, because we have a lot of Pentacles energy here for you. Big Pentacle energy here for you, which is always exciting. I mean, we're about to be in your season, so of course. We have the Page of Pentacles here. So this is always looked at as a good omen. You're being really called right now to activate something new and take steps to any goals that you are trying to achieve. Know that with your hard work and self-determination, you can do anything you put your mind to. But the first thing is you have to really take that action. We can't just spend all this time thinking about the things we want to do. We have to also take action. Just like with manifestation, we have to be taking action to see the results that we want to see. That's so important. We also have the Knight of Pentacles here, and this is such a wise soul who really knows the value of hard work. We're getting that same echo here of putting that work in to get where you want to go. Know that when you are being loyal to other people, it's also going to come back and you're going to get their loyalty as well. Just make sure that you are taking those action steps. You're also being called to really step into this beautiful, down to earth figure here with this Queen of Pentacles who is really able to handle her responsibilities well, where she is able to prioritize everything so she can really experience the best that life has to offer. And so this feels very much like you're needing to put in hard work at this time, but don't get lost in it, right? You have to still make time for other people. And that can be really powerful too, because we have the Three of Wands here, which also goes to your transition energy. But it also is this time of signaling clarity. You're going to be getting a lot of clarity towards your true path, where you want to go, what you need to do, and sometimes that can even come from being around other people, listening to those around you who just have some ideas to really help you grow and get where you want to go. But of course, it's so important to take the time to listen and really, maybe that's where that Seven of Swords is coming in too. It's just being very mindful of who you're taking some of that advice from as well. And then last, we have the King of Wands. Like, nobody needs to tell a Leo to be more confident. You're already confident. But this is that reminder of how confident and powerful you are, and making sure that you really step in your reins of self-confidence. Like, you are limitless in your potential. You just have to be open to that. You have to know that and take that chariot energy and know that you are going to go far. You just have to focus that energy. So let me know how that's resonating for you, Leos. And we are going to do Virgos next. I'm just going to get a quick drink. Okay. All right, Virgo babies, let's see what we have in store for you. I feel like some cards are already wanting to jump out. Woo! Perfect. Okay, lots of cups energy for our Virgos. You know, this is interesting. This is so tied to, I want to say this was our Cancer people, had some similar cards. So that's all. I always find it interesting when we start seeing some patterns showing up in the readings where people are getting signs, people, whatever, are getting similar things. So it always gives some big themes here. So the first card that jumps out is this Judgment card. And this is a sign from your guides to really be easing back into your higher calling. This is a shift in your journey that's going to allow you to gather your own inner truth and open you up to a really powerful awakening. It's time for soul work. It's time for exploring yourself more. It's time to really get back on track with where you want to go, what you want to do, and what your life's mission is. And we have that echoed here with that Four of Cups, where we are being called for this time of introspection and reflection, and knowing that it can be hard when we're having these overwhelming emotions. I think a lot of people have been feeling those with this Cancer season energy. Just a lot is weighing on them. It's very stressful, but know that emotions are totally healthy to have, but we do have to start taking steps to feeling better. We don't want to stay in this cloud of negativity or sadness, whatever it may be. And it's really powerful when we have that perspective shift. You know, you are also invited to the free healing workshop, but all of you that are being really echoed for this time of focusing in on your own healing and really looking at what you're meant to be doing and where you're meant to be going, like really really definitely join us, because we also have this echoed with your Eight of Cups. This is all about letting go, about healing, growth, and moving on. So know that you're not stuck, that you don't have to stay in these feelings that feel very heavy, that feel like they are taking over. There is always a time where you can break free and start anew, and let this full moon be that time for you. Definitely do a release ritual. We're also doing a full moon gathering on Monday virtually, and you can join us there. You can find it on the website. I'll also link it below. And that can be a really powerful time to be working through all of these emotions that you're feeling. And then the last card for our Virgos is this Queen of Cups, all about healing, all about being a healer, and really stepping into that sensitive and nurturing side. And, as we work on healing ourselves, we can also work on healing and impacting others. When we are taking good care of ourselves, we're also able to take care of other people. And so make sure you are really taking some time, Virgo, to care for yourself and your own well-being. All right, Libra, you are up next. Virgo, let us know how that resonated. And let's see what we have going on for Libra. There we go. Ooh, we haven't seen, I don't think, any of these cards yet. Awesome. Okay, lots of transition energy here for you. Whoops. All the cards are trying to go. I'm sorry. You can probably totally hear Tonks doing some snores right now. All right, first up we have the Two of Pentacles, and this is all about balance and adaptability. Sometimes we have to find balance in our lives to get through any scenarios and situations that we're going through. And this feels like such a pivotal moment for you, where you're going through a lot of momentum and change. And with that, we have to find balance, because it is so easy to get caught up in all the things that are changing and driving our success and things of that nature. But it's important to find the balance of that with rest, with healing, with caring for ourselves. So even as you are on this journey right now of all of these things, you have to find balance. Like, balance is so important. And then we have a lot of wand energy. So a big time of transition that's getting echoed in the cards. With all the cards, this is the Four of Wands. And this is beautiful, because even with that balance and the change and the growth that's happening, you're also at this time of peace and prosperity and completion. It feels like you're going through this final evolution, so you can really feel confident, you can feel secure, you can feel like you can take a break and really replenish yourself, and knowing that you have just done some really beautiful and powerful things. Like, you have made it this far, and it's okay to take a rest. That is part of the balance, because you are getting all of this success. You have made it. You have shown how strong you are. Your hard work and your efforts are so close. So it's really not the time to give up. That's why you're going to need to find that balance, so you don't feel exhausted and like you just want to be done, because you can't. Don't give up yet. You are so freaking close. And this can be a time where you're really having to tap into your King of Swords energy of just getting shit done, of knowing that it's not a time to be super emotional, that in turn it's a time to really force yourself to get things done, to focus your energy, and know that it's time to be strategic. It's time to plan. It's time to make those shifts happen so you can see it reflected in your current reality. So let me know how that vibes for you all, Libras. And we are going to be jumping into our Scorpios next. So let's see what's going on for you, Scorpios. There is a giant Tonks. Oh, wow. Okay, we cannot do half the deck. Let's see, Scorpio. They're trying to do the whole deck again. You know, this is so similar. We saw this for another sign earlier. We've got the Tower card. There is a lot of energy here around heart healing and matters of the heart. Like you're feeling like you're having to push so much away, so much out when it comes to matters of the heart. You're feeling like you're questioning everything, like wondering where to go from here. And it's just a total shakeup at this time. And this Tower energy is really fueling that. And it can feel really exhausting. It can feel really difficult and hard. But when we really look at our heart and our healing and having the energy of the Tower behind us, it's really for our own transformation, for our own betterment, and knowing that we are going to get there. It can just feel it can feel hard right now, but no, it is a temporary thing. You are going to feel so much better once you get through this Tower moment. So I'm holding space for you, Scorpios, and just thinking of you all. Now we've got Sagittarius up next. Let's see what is coming up for you all. Lots of healing coming up for you as well. We've got this Four of Cups energy. It's time to really be looking at our healing of where we're wanting to go. There are no other cards wanting to come out for you. Wait, here we go. Okay. I can see why the healing's so important now. We've got lots of Swords cards here. The worst of things have already happened with this Ten of Swords, and that's why this healing is coming up, is because the worst of it's already happened. And so you have to get out of this period of disillusionment, of feeling so sad about everything that's happened, and start your healing. Start knowing that it's going to be okay, but you do have to put in those action steps. Like you're not just going to wake up and feel okay one day. It's taking those action steps to resolve these heavy things that you are feeling. And what's going to be so helpful for you right now is tuning into this Empress energy, tuning into some feminine self-care, tuning into just connecting with your own femininity and allowing yourself to feel those things, to get in touch with your emotions, and really just explore these feminine aspects of yourself is going to be so healing right now, especially for your heart. Like I'm feeling lots of heart stuff for people right now. And so just really connecting with your heart is going to be good. And knowing that it's going to get better. Have confidence and courage and know that these things are going to change. But the first step is really deciding, you know what, like I am not sitting in this yucky energy anymore. It is time for me to start moving. All right, we're getting close to the end now. We have got Capricorn coming up. Let me know if this is resonating for you all and what your sign is. I always love to hear that from people and see what is coming up. And if you are wanting a more in-depth reading, definitely book one down below. We can do a recorded, we can hop on one together. Man, you all are just feeling all the things right now. Capricorn, these just popped back out again. We've got the 10 of Swords here. So for you too, the worst of things have already happened. That ultimate pain has already happened. It cannot get any worse because the worst has already happened. You don't have to what if these things. You don't have to feel stressed that they're going to be happening. But what is going to be so important is this time of healing and checking in with yourself and taking care of yourself and really allowing yourself to be on that healing journey. You know, anytime these 10 of Swords cards are coming out, it is this sign that you have felt the things, you have gone through the worst of things, and now it is so important for you to start your own healing. It's time to get up, pull all those swords out of your back, and know that It is a beautiful time to start fresh and start anew. All right, Aquaries, let's see what is in store for you. Woo, these hopped out fast. Balance for you too. Honestly, like the whole theme of this for everybody is healing. Like healing is so important right now, and we've really been getting pushed for that with our the Cancer season energy as well as these retrogrades. And we're just gonna keep seeing this time and time again. We're definitely seeing it for you, Aquaries. We need to find the balance of things right now between our self-care and getting things done. We need to be willing to do healing and focusing in on that and taking time to care for ourselves and embodying that own energy as a healer, even if it's just really looking at how you can be healing yourself. And once we do this hard work, we're able to step into this time of prosperity. We're able to take time to really focus in on the goals we are trying to achieve. But sometimes when we are staying in this place of not healing, of not feeling good, we're not able to do those things. And we're really being called at this time to step into this energy, to focus into it, and just know that we are going to get there. All right, so last up, we have Pisces. Let's see what we have going on with our Pisces. Jeez. Another half deck. Pisces, you're healing too. Everybody is just in this time of healing and really having to focus this energy in right now. For Pisces, it's also this time of connecting with your intuition, paying attention to your dreams, seeing if they're revealing anything. I've been talking to a lot of people this week that have been having some really wild dreams. And so see what's going on with your dreams. Are there any things that keep coming up that need your attention? We also have the hangman here. And so this is a reminder to pause before doing anything. Your intuition is going to let you know when you can move forward and start making moves and like what the heck is going on. But you have to be open to this. You have to be willing to connect and listen to your intuition. And this whole energy lately has been about connecting with our intuition. Um, and so the more you practice doing that, the easier it gets to really listen to it. And some beautiful things are really on the horizon. We have the Six of Wands here, which is all about good fortune and accomplishment and confidence and victory. So you're getting to the spot where you feel like you're achieving everything. But you need to be taking this time, like I said, to connect with your intuition, and just that pause so you can keep absorbing everything and keep really listening to yourself. We have lots of six energy here, definitely money and wealth and all of those beautiful things. So know as you're taking this time, it's going to be a lot unlocking some abundance for you. But also it's time to connect with your inner child some, and really listening and caring for that inner child. That can be such an important part of healing, that is really calling to you right now. So that is it for our full moon readings. Thank you so much for hanging out and listening to the reading. I can't wait to hear how it resonated for you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy full moon.